Prefer when I'm by myself. I don't wanna hang around y'all. Pray for good health.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Combat Sport. This is Franco Rulloda, host of Coach Franco Says. For today, we are complete attendance po, mga titos of fighting. I have G. Reyes and Mr. Comeback. Finally, ang tatlong kalbo, magkakasama po uli. Si the titos of fighting are back. Karl De Mesa, JC Reyes. Thank you so much, everyone. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. Yep. If it's not so much, please give us your likes, give us your hearts, give us your cares. And if you can share this live feed, diba, para everyone in our community can get a hold of the show, please do share this show. We have so much to talk about, so many things that happened, and we will kick things off with another 1FC match from Jiu-Jitsu World Champion Buchecha. Ricardo, ano nga bang pangalan? I've always known as Buchecha. Nakakalimutan ko lagi.
Almeida, di ba?
Almeida, yeah.
Franco ba yun?
Oo, wala. Nawala. Baka yung video, ano niya, camera niya.
Yeah.
Oo. Yun na. Naiwan na tayo.
Got it. Oh no. Sorry, technical difficulties.
Yep.
Are we still live?
I think, yeah, we're still live. But yeah, yun nga, yung 1FC yung
recapping
Saturday. Ay, Friday.
Winter
rather.
Warriors.
Yes. Sino nga ba mga, ano yung mga fights nga bang to note for that one?
For that one, headlined by a kickboxing world championship na lightweight. Regan Erzal versus Islam Mortasayev. Pero nanalo nga si Buchecha against Kang Ji-won, big guy.
Yeah.
So, ayan,
Kang Ji-won.
Franco's back.
I mean, eto lang. That opponent is too easy for Buchecha.
Mukha nga eh.
Medyo pinakain ng obvious ba?
Easy work. Not to discount, I mean, we don't know the guy, diba? We're probably assuming here. We're three guys assuming. Pero kasi, we all know who Buchecha is, and we all know what Buchecha is capable of doing. He's being trained by Leo Vera. He's a multiple-time world champion in jiu-jitsu and in submission grappling.
Yep.
So, I think, feeling ko naman, there are formidable opponents in the 1FC roster. So, they could give him something really tough right away. Diba? That guy is used to adversity. Diba? So let's give him something, diba? Let's make things interesting here. Diba? Pahirapan natin si Buchecha.
Yeah, kasi the opponent na binigay nila sa kanya si Kang Ji-won defeated Amir Ali Akbari naman via
which isn't bad
previously. Yeah.
So he had a puncher's chance
diba?
Kaso hindi eh.
Kaya lang si Buchecha talaga kasi.
Yeah, and,
si Buchecha,
and everyone knows din naman na what everyone knows what Buchecha is going to do.
Yeah, it's no secret.
I think I have a clear idea. I think everyone knows what Buchecha will do, diba? He will close the distance. He will try to clinch or he'll try to go for a takedown and then go for a submission. So, diba? This is
exactly
his second
what he
fight.
did.
Okay,
like,
we're gonna give him that. Diba? We're gonna give. Diba? So we'll give him
surprise,
that.
Man.
Probably and hopefully the third fight, give him a tough one. Diba? Give him like a wrestler or or a really good striker. Di ba? Kasi
Brandon Vera.
wala, it's obvious. The first two opponents were pretty obvious na it was easy for it. It was easy work. First round submission. Di ba? So you've basically introduced Bushesha to the MMA world. Now it's time to test him. Di ba? Make him prove his worth inside the circle.
I wonder kung sino sa roster ng
So
one
that was
championships
thing.
heavyweights
But I mean, again,
could
'di ba? Para makita rin natin na okay, this guy is worth the hype, 'di ba? The hype train is real. He could
Actually, may
probably
mention
fight one or two
JC,
more
si
and then
Brandon.
give him Brandon
That's
Vera.
interesting, di ba?
pwede, no?
Yeah,
Brandon
tama.
Vera.
Oo, si Brandon. Kasi he's like
Pwede.
Gary Tonon,
Actually,
entering one
ito
again,
yun,
di ba?
'Di ba?
Same thing.
Brandon Vera, high-level striker, high-level wrestler and grappler.
Wrestler.
Give him Bushesha, 'di ba? Diba? That at least you have a gauge where Bushesha stands in the heavyweight division. And I'm pretty sure that, diba, so they got nakakalaban niya na ba si Rugrug o si Ngalain Ngalani ba yung nakalaban niya?
Si Rugrug, di
Ang
ba?
nakalaban ni Bushesha, I think so.
So make him fight one of those two, diba? Or make him fight both, then give him Vera. Diba? That's probably
It's overweight too
a
fast,
good
guys.
way to
Yeah.
Diba? It's just too good. I mean, if we're talking about wrestling, grappling, diba? Tapos ano ba? Parang napaisip na ako, sino ba mga
Heavyweight, manipis yung heavyweight nila eh.
Division nasa 1FC roster na heavyweight, diba?
Rugrug, sounds
Para
nice
makitang
too.
rankings nila sa heavyweight sa website nila. Is that good or bad?
But wala silang
I like the
rankings.
next
Walang
fight.
rankings yung 1FC sa
Sa heavyweight division.
Yeah.
And sa welterweight and sa middleweight.
Wala?
Parang wala sa website nila. Or baka...
Medyo,
mali
it's
lang
been a
ako,
problem. Parang medyo drawing yung rankings.
Heaviest nila
parang
na
you don't really know
So
where you
yeah,
stand.
yan ang natin, okay?
is lightweight.
Diba? Oy, Jerby Crescent, good evening sa'yo. David Swan, what's up, bro?
What's up, coach?
Hello.
Ayan,
Nakakaalala ko si
Benjamin
Coach
Tan,
Vic
Prof.
Swan
What's
is
your
one
say on
of the,
1FC protecting some of its...
Former striking protocol
Sino?
alumnus ata si Coach David Swan. Pagkakaalala ko.
David
Welcome.
Swan?
Yeah.
Nice. Diba? That's the way to go.
I really like the
Okay,
next
Benjamin
fight.
Tan has
Yung
a question. What's your say on 1FC protecting some of its champions like Angela Lee? Pa-shoutout na din. Shoutout, Benjamin Tan. What's up? Thank you for
Hello.
the question. We, diba? Every promotion, okay, whether they admit it or not, okay, will quote-unquote protect some of its fighters. Why? Because
They
those
do have
fighters
sacred cows.
provide access to seats,
Yeah.
eyes to screen. Diba? Now,
Mention na natin yung
it's a matter of-
pinaka-notorious, guys. John Jones.
Yeah.
si John Jones, di ba? Yan yung kasi marquee player ng UFC, di ba? He has a huge fan base.
Lahat na
So
ng rules na break, pero...
whether sumablay siya or, di ba,
Ilang buntis
controversies.
pa babanggayin, ilang
Pero
kukensi
kasi-
singutin bago magpakawalan. Ikaw naman, di ba?
Kasi, yun nga di ba? Yun nga kasi, parang star sila di
Pera
ba?
eh.
They're the star of the
yeah.
show.
Oo,
And
eh.
how did they become stars of the show? They work their asses off, di ba? They work their way up. Now, if we're gonna take the 1FC situation, di ba? It's not just 1FC, all promotions, whether kickboxing, boxing, di ba? At the end of the day, we all have to accept that this is a business, di ba?
Yes.
This is a business. And you have to make sure that every decision is worth it. Now, when it comes to combat sports, diba, in as much as you want to entertain people, you also have to give in to the fans, what the fans want.
Yeah.
So, it's a very tricky situation. Pero, pag masyado rin naman kasing obvious, masama rin naman for the league, masama rin naman for the audience.
Is it
Now,
fair to say na ganun
I
nangyayari
wouldn't
minsan
really
kay
use
Juan?
the word protecting.
Ah.
I wouldn't really use the word protecting. Pero, for example, you want a shot at Angela Lee, you have to work your way for it.
Yeah.
Diba? You have to work. You have to win. You have to keep winning. And then, for example, you keep winning, tapos parang wala pa rin nangyayari, then you start calling out. That's also another good feature about
Yeah.
combat sports.
And
You
I
can start
think
calling
for some
people
reason,
out.
the only way to win against Angela Lee is via KO.
Which is what sino ba yun?
Si Song Jingnan, I think
Song
she did,
Jingnan,
right?
the Panda.
Yeah, the
Tama.
Panda.
Lakas di ba?
Oo.
Diba? So, yun ang yun yung, I mean, at the end of the day, this is the fight game. Diba? This is the fight game. You have to play the game. You have to fight. You have to play the politics. You have to navigate through the ins and outs of the game. So, if you're a fighter, diba, you have to understand that this is a business. Bakit ba malaki kinikita nila Conor, nila John Jones, 'di ba? Si Conor kung ano pinagagawa pero nasa UFC pa rin. Si John Jones, nanapak na,
Si
nanagasa
Conor
na,
nga, kailan ba
nakailang
huling nanalo,
drugs na.
nandun pa rin.
Ilang drugs na yung tira,
Diba?
nagtago sa ilalim ng cage.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Umiwas
We're
pa
not
sa iyo
talking shit about John
pero
Jones. These are
bakit?
things that he did, di ba?
Oh. Di ba, we're just conveying a message and telling everyone, this is the theme of the show. We want to educate people that this is the reality of the game. This is the reality of the business.
We
And
don't
at the end of the
necessarily
day,
agree
you
with it,
have
but
to,
it's the way they do it.
oh, it's the way it goes. So ngayon, di ba? If you're the fighter, work your way up. Beat everyone they put in front of you. If for us, the
And
fans,
convincingly.
let's keep clamoring and let's keep, di ba? Tayo ngayon yung parang checkers ng mga promotions na, oy, why not you pit this guy against this guy? Oy, number 3 should fight number 2 or number 2 should fight number 1 na. What's happening? Di ba? Diba? The clamor that we did. And if, so let's, di ba, anuhin natin. Di ba? Isolate natin ngayon yung para let's focus on 1FC dahil yun yung pinag-uusapan ng ating question. Diba? Angela Lee is such a hot topic now, but Angela Lee beat so many opponents to get to top. So now she's the champion. And then she gave birth. So being the champion, give her the time to recover, get into fight shape, and then get a challenger. Now, who will be the challenger? That's the Atomweight Grand Prix. Na sino bang nanalo? Si Stamp,
Si
no?
Stamp
Si
nanalo
Stamp. By armbar out of nowhere, di ba?
Via armbar pa, 'di ba? So Stamp
against a
won,
wrestler,
'di ba? That's the Atomweight Grand Prix. However, on the side of the fans, it should have been Denise Zamboanga.
Yeah.
'Di ba? So it provides that's why it's a very interesting mix. It's a very interesting mix kung ano ba ang dapat. So ngayon, it's the power of the audience and how they can leverage that sa organizations and sa promotion. So it is what it is. Pero diba, it is what it is. So hopefully promotions will listen to their audience, and at the end of the day, the audience din naman, diba, if we keep clamoring for these fights, let's support them, diba? If they give a show, let's all watch, diba? Let's all share. Like what's happening now, diba? We would like to thank everyone who's watching and listening. So please share the show, give us your likes, diba? Give us your love, diba?
Give us
Keep
your
sending us
ears
those
as well
hearts,
para
and then
matutunan naman kayo.
give us your thoughts, diba? Give us your thoughts. Put everything in the comment section. Diba? Nico, tawag ito.
This gets the ball rolling and eventually abot siya sa powers that be.
Ayan, para maglagay ka kasi ng pangalan. Maglagay ka ng pangalan. Thank you for watching. Okay.
Anonymous.
Next one. Actually, ito yung favorite ko for the week eh. DKU versus yung sino ba yung
Fight of the century.
Yung
Bradley
former
Scott.
UFC fighter.
Former UFC.
Bradley
Retired na
Scott.
siya 2019. What did you guys think when this was
Diba? Sino
announced?
na-
It's like, finally, fuck yeah.
Okay, for context, DKU,
Sino
okay,
si
you go to
DKU?
YouTube or Facebook. Sino si DKU? DKU is this parang internet famous na self-defense
Oh,
expert and fighter na yung
Self-defense.
mga
It's for the
one-inch punch,
streets.
yung mga mabilisang suntok, 'di ba?
kanina pala to.
Yung mga 1 to 2 punches tumba na. Ano, JC?
Kanina pala to.
Kahapon.
Yung alin?
Kahapon siya.
Kahapon.
Kahapon siya.
Yung
DKU.
fight.
Kahapon, yung kay
Pinanood ko
DKU,
lahat,
yeah. So
guys.
DKU is this
All
internet,
6 rounds.
internet famous yan. So, ano siya, tawag dito.
Ito yung
Nagda-demo
nagde-demo
pa yan,
ng
may
system
helmet
niya na
yung
naka-helmet
kalaban,
siya na
binubugbog
pang-motor.
niya.
Helmet.
Yeah.
Kasi it's so deadly, kailangan naka-helmet yung
Diba?
training
Tapos, parang
partner niya,
sinasabi
demo niya.
Kasi it's very dangerous daw. It's very dangerous.
So lethal for the
It's very
streets.
dangerous. Very lethal. So, now
Okay,
everyone,
si Bradley
the main
Scott,
question.
coach.
Okay, the main question. Ang main question kasi kay DKU is, di ba? How about, have you tried this against actual fighters? Di ba? Have you tried this against athletes?
Tried it in the
Then
streets.
parang sabi niya, I will surely beat them all. Di ba? Sabi niya, I'll surely beat
Yes.
them all.
It's too fatal
Yes.
for the ring.
Undefeated
Yung
daw
mga
siya eh.
galingan
Ano
yun
nga ba yung record niya?
Yes.
Record daw sa
Undefeated.
street
0-0.
fights.
Wow, undefeated.
Zero.
Ka.
Di ba? Undefeated.
On the streets.
Undefeated to. So, he's been demonstrating, he's been telling people what to do, di ba? He's a super, dangerous fighter. Then
Marami siyang
finally,
followers,
di ba? Here comes Bradley Scott. Marami. Diba, ang dami. Nakita ko yan dati, tapos na-feature
Sobra.
na nga rin siya sa
Meron siyang
Dojo
DKU
Live. Kasi
School
nga,
of.
puro kalokohan
So talagang legit siya. Taught seminars all over the world, mga shit like that.
I don't know if his lessons has
Oo,
reached
siya,
the
tawag dito,
Philippines before.
talagang,
Demand.
nagpunta na dito yan?
Gusto nga malaman kung nagpunta
Wow.
siya dito. Baka
Di pa ata. Sa Eastern Europe, siya,
Wala,
heavy gut
hindi
siya.
pupunta dito yan.
Hindi.
Europe yan,
Hindi
tsaka
siya
America
supportahan.
for sure. Hindi
Siya
ako
may
pupunta
mauuto.
dito, daming maghahamon dyan. Oo, hindi
Sarap
niya mauuto
sana.
mga Pilipino dito. Tapos,
Anyway,
tawag dito, so Bradley Scott, then,
Mhm.
ang hassle nga lang, boxing.
Mm.
Diba?
yun lang
Well,
inagrihan
at
niya.
Pero Carl, based on what
neutral
you
ground
watched,
kasi.
diba? What?
Oh my God. I watched it so you
Diba?
didn't
Pero
have to,
ikaw,
guys.
Carl,
Don't
based
watch
on
it.
what you watched.
Teka. Si Bradley Scott, coach, backgrounder lang. Meron siyang site called Fight Bible. Tapos umabot sa kanya na tipong china-challenge daw niya yung, mananalo ko against UFC fighters. So si Bradley Scott, he's retired. He was on vacation in Mexico, literally sipping margaritas. Sige, laban tayo, boxing. Boxing daw. Okay, so nag-agree siya. I'm not even training. Literally, I'm gonna get off the couch and beat this guy. Ganyan. So from what I watched, it was done in Korea, and it's 6 rounds of 2 minutes each. Guys, yung commentating team were one woman, one guy, so 2 people who've basically taken most of the DKU seminars. Sobrang bias sila kay DKU, sadly. Lahat ng YouTuber na nag-comment on it, si Ramsey Dewey, sino pa yung martial arts journey ganyan, taga Lithuania, yung karate, si karate nerd. Sobrang bias yung referee. Kasi, every time mag-clinch si DKU, which is all he did, hindi isi-separate ng referee, coach, for 10-15 seconds. Ang tagal, nakaganon lang sila.
Wow.
Yes. So, si Bradley Scott, asar na siya, he kept pushing DK away. Every time pupush niya si DK, malalaglag si DK. Tapos, magsisenya si DK na, nasapak ako sa back of the head. Which is absurd because he kept turning away. That's why
the story of the entire fight, okay?
Yeah, he kept running away, di ba?
It was a boxing match. Okay? It was a boxing match.
He
Tapos,
kept
he was
turning away.
trying so
What
many
the
things.
hell?
Nag-back fist pa ata siya at one point, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang nag-back fist
Nag-complain
pa siya
si
at
Bradley
one point.
ata nun,
Tapos,
coach. Parang,
he didn't know what
the
he was
hell?
doing.
Yeah.
Oh, ano siya, basta ang sama talaga. Parang He didn't know what was happening. He didn't know what he was doing. He was practically doing that yung mga DKU moves niya for the first few minutes. Tas habang para pagdating ng mga second round, third round, naisip niya, puta, nakakapagod pala to parang pagod na ako Tapos hindi siya makasuntok. 'Di ba? All those speedy one punch moves niya, wala. Kasi in actual fighting, hindi niya nagawa. Kung ano yung dinidemonstrate niya sa mga YouTube videos niya, hindi niya magawa. Okay? As in, it was a complete shutdown. And he fought a guy, tama yung sinabi ni Karl. This guy he came from his home, put on some boxing shorts, tapos nag-gloves. Wala sa kondisyon. Pero naisip niya, di ba? 2 minutes lang naman puta, alam ko na 2 minutes na to.
like 2 minutes, 6 rounds, kaya to. Literally, coach, merong afterwards, ang dami kasing weird na nangyari. Parang apparently, yung sinisenyasan na yung back of the head, he had an excuse going in na may spine injury siya. Yung pala yun, sinasabi niya, nahihit ako, may injury. Like, ginusto mo yan nandiyan ka sa loob ng ring, may injury ka pala. I'm just afraid. Yes, exactly.
Wala excuses so, na lang yun. Excuses na lang yun.
Yun na nga
diba?
Hospital siya afterwards.
Na lang yun. Diba yung mga tipong syempre, dami yan tinanggap na suntok na probably. Baka maya-maya, ngayon lang nasuntok yun for the first time. Diba?
I kind of think that si Bradley was going easy on him. Oo, parang ang kind lang ni Bradley, parang hindi niya pinatay si DK. Ang worry ko lang,
Bradley
guys, parang baka gamitin ito nung
even train for that one.
No, I don't think so. Medyo may worry ako na gamitin ito nung mga DKU fanboys and followers na tipong, it was good enough naman pala to survive a beating for 6 rounds from a UFC fighter. I'm like, he did not survive, man.
Sasabihin niya mga yan, magpapalusot pa yan.
Yun nung worry ko because buhay pa siya He lasted 6 rounds Like, man, he did not last 6 rounds. Kung MMA yun, sana, di ba?
Wala, that guy knows din naman. DKU knows his limitations. Of course, everything is a PR stunt. Everything is a media stunt. And a way for him to promote his seminars, his classes. It just so happens na lang din siguro na it came to a point wherein a lot of people around him started questioning his methodologies and actually asked him, like, have you ever been in an actual competitive fight? Because at the end of the day, whoever's watching and listening right now, any person who has trained for at least a year, okay? If you've trained seriously for a year, tas may lalabanan ka na tao na 0, uupakan mo siya for sure. 100%. Okay, 100%. So now, if we're talking about competitive fighting, you're gonna fight someone who is equally as prepared as you are. That's a totally different story.
Iba na yun,
Ayan, our favorite educator. Moirine. Ano yan? Sino yan?
Nag-friends naman sila afterwards.
Sino yan? Nag-picture naman sila.
Picture naman sila. Friendship, sports, diba?
Diba?
Tapos,
big shout out to Mamoy.
may nag-interview sa kanya, guys. Si DKU, may nag-interview sa kanya. Tapos sabi niya, he thinks he could take on Conor. So parang he's calling out for bigger fights in thriller fashion. Like, oh my God, come on. Totoo ba yan? Or... And na nga, selling his seminars more.
Pero after that really bad performance in the fight, I don't think anybody should still go to his seminars.
I don't think any.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but yun na lang gagawin nila Ipopromote na naman nila yung sarili nila.
Matagal na yun. Parang yung interview niya na yun, yung sabi nga niya, he can beat
before
Conor
pa
McGregor.
ba?
Parang napanood ko nga rin yun Oo, and I think din naman Conor McGregor would be like, who the fuck is this guy? Alam mo yun, cloud chaser lang din yung tao yun
Considering ang laki na ni Conor ngayon grabe
190 pound Conor.
He's so buff.
Tsaka hindi rin naman siya papatulan ni Conor McGregor. Wala naman siyang kikitain kay
Wala siyang kikitain.
DKU, di ba? Not unless,
Who
di
the
ba?
fuck,
Not
diba?
unless yung buong saan ba nakabase si DKU? Sa China o sa Hong Kong?
Sa Korea.
Korea. He's Korean.
Di ba? Parang hindi ko alam kung saan siya nakabase eh. Pero wherever, di ba? Wherever siya nakabase, di ba? It's weird eh. It's very weird. Lawrence Balanza, thank you for watching. Di ba? And Erwin Ancuna. Wash out, coach. Erwin Ancuna, thank you for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Next up is Bellator, courtesy of Tito Carl.
Oh man.
Yep.
That's gonna be on highlight reels for some time.
Yeah. Grabe yung na yun. Pettis versus
Origuchi, di ba?
Horiguchi na yun.
It was a great
Ano yung nangyari
matchup
sa
from the
Bellator? Di ba
start.
si ano yun? Si Sergio Pettis?
Yeah.
Baby bro, baby Showtime, stepping out finally from his brother Shadow with his own Showtime highlight reel of a right high kick to a spinning back fist that actually knocked out Kyoji. Hindi siya nagising Apparently, hindi na siya naka-stretcher out
Tulog talaga,
solid.
tulog.
Solid talaga yung tama.
Hindi talaga niya nakita, so parang hindi siya naka-prepare yung body. Like, and he was losing before that, I think.
Yun yung mga knockout na
sobrang wala siyang...
na sa hospital ka na siguro, sa hospital ka na magigising nun, di ba? And then of course,
I didn't see that. Like,
it just proves the levels to this to the sport,
It just
exactly.
Oo naman. Hindi talaga. And of course, like most recent, the King of Rio is back. Okay,
Yes.
Jose Aldo Jr. defeats
That
Rob
too.
Font. The resurgence of Jose Aldo. Okay, I want to hear your thoughts. Let's go with Carl and then let's go with JC.
Yeah.
Carl, sa tingin mo, what could we attribute this resurgence of Jose Aldo's career?
Yeah. Apparently, but before that, I wanted to say that si Clay Guida and si Jose Aldo, both parang contemporaries in WGEC, di ba? They kind of both turned back time yesterday. Kasi ang performance ni Clay, ang ganda. He was getting beat by Leonardo Santos on the feet. Tapos, na-knockdown siya, almost got taken out completely. And then he came back in the second round and, just put a beating on the guy na pagod na. Si Jose, apparently, the biggest change he's made is he's been boxing. And it kind of shows. Kasi parang less low kick heavy na yung attacks niya, no? Uy, wala naman si Coach Franco. And then, in terms of that, parang syempre mahina pa rin yung cardio na. Parang round 3 to 5, medyo malabo na yung performance niya. What do you think, JC?
Well, I think sa wakas nagising na ulit. I really think sa wakas Jose Aldo has completely moved on from that Conor McGregor loss, thus the resurgence.
Mentally broken.
Kasi yun yung nakakalungkot before. He was so mentally broken from that loss na bumagsak yung career niya halos because of that. And ngayon, I guess he's lit a new flame, a new candle sa sarili niya. Kaya, and he moved down to bantamweight to try and see
capture
if
his
he can
old
become
self.
a champion again. Yeah. But one question lang here is, if he does become a champ sa bantamweight division, how long can he sustain the being a champion? Kasi grabe yung yung top guys ng bantamweight division
He called for a TJ Dillashaw rematch,
Yeah.
Should be interesting.
Yeah. I'd want to see that.
Tsaka parang he found his way of properly cutting weight.
Yeah, nakuha niya na nga
Diba?
talaga.
Medyo hindi
Finally.
siya
Hindi na
problema sa weight cutting ngayon.
Hindi na yung science na
Side
weight
comment ko
cutting.
lang
Parang may-
yung mga internet providers po, pwede ayusin nyo naman yung buhay nyo. Kawawa kami, nakalive kami dito. Tangina nyo eh. Bad trip kayo eh. Bad trip
Yun
kayo
yata
eh.
yung
Susunod na
fallback
presidente
na ano.
Sino yung susunod na presidente nyo? Type nyo nga sa comment section, tapos i-mention natin sila, i-tweet natin na parang, oy, dapat yung mga internet providers maayos ang serbisyo kasi buo naman kami
Totoo
magbayad,
lang.
di ba?
Alam nyo kami dito sa Titos of Fighting,
Bad
yung redundancy
trip
ng internet namin dala-dalawa. Ako nakagomo tapos may smart. Si Coach Franco, 'di ba? 3 na ata yung SIM mo na ginagamit mo. Meron ka pang pocket
Oo.
wifi, 'di ba?
Diba? Come on,
Anyway.
man. Diba? We're trying to
I was
provide
going to
a show. We're trying to
Provide show
service.
here.
Yeah.
Show must go on. I was going to say na I would be
Hahadukin ko na
remiss
kayo eh.
Mm.
kung hindi natin i-mention yung sobrang gandang laban ni Rafael Fiziev versus Brad Riddell. Round 1 pa lang, dami ng ganap.
Busy fight, ano?
Oo.
Sobrang
That was
ganda.
a really good
Sobrang
fight.
ganda. Tapos spinning wheel kick
Diba?
yung dulo. Wow.
Minsan yung mga fight night, may mga gems eh. May mga
Oo.
hidden gem mga fight night
Yun na nga
eh.
eh.
Kung sino yung mga up and comers, sino yung mga interesting na na parang who do you look forward to? Diba? Who do you look forward to?
Parang
Kaya nga
they show
medyo
na sometimes.
na-asar ako nung nirelease nila yung si Impa Kasangganay. Sayang
Oo
yun,
nga,
hindi pa siya
sayang.
nakapag-shine eh.
Oo, minsan rin eh, parang isipin mo rin, parang ang dami rin talagang nasa roster ni UFC eh.
Ang dami, man. Oh.
There's like a lot
Kevin
of
Lee,
fighters.
inalis
That's
nila.
probably
Like, what
why
the fuck,
they
man?
kept on putting.
So many
Si
people
Kevin Lee
eh.
naman kasi super inconsistent eh.
Oh, yun nga lang din.
Oo, yun lang.
'Di ba sayang eh, he gets, 'di ba, he gets the support, he gets hyped up, and then all of a sudden there are times that he's really really good, and then there are fights na parang, oy, what the hell? What's
Wala.
happening here? 'Di
Weird.
ba?
Mm.
Ano yan eh, merong something sa ano niyan, sa either sa camp or 'di ba nga parang ano yan
Personal.
eh, they have to consider personalities and then what's happening around their camp, 'di ba? Ayan. Sabi ni Daniver Revinad, grabe yung Fiziev Riddell, very technical striking
Diba?
from beginning to end.
Yes.
Couldn't agree more. That is
Glad you agree.
100%.
Oo. And then they resumed being
Ayan,
friends afterwards. Sports.
Our heavyweight champion, Sugar Ray Mamot Estroso. I miss you na much, Mamot. Hoy! Hoy! Okay, I miss you too, Mamot. Sugar Ray Mamot Estroso.
Sobrang
Please
busy niyan eh.
subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Yes.
Check his videos out. It's hilarious. It's very entertaining. Diba? It's very rare na meron tao out there na tulad ni Sugar Ray na kayang mag-entertain at kayang mang-upak ng tao. Sa totoo lang, he's a dangerous mix of humor and animosity. Ang galing, di ba? And the rest
I was
of
going
the
to ask-
Antipolo crew, ano yan, tawag dito, side note, congratulations pala to Coach Lester Del Rosario for getting his brown belt, Coach
Oh,
Badong
yeah.
Domasyan
Oh,
for getting
congrats.
his brown belt. Sino pa ba? Professor Jerry Legaspi, congratulations
congrats.
for getting
Professor
your black
Gilbert
belt. Professor
Ombao,
Jerry
guys.
Legaspi. Ayan, Professor Gilbert Ombao. Yan, nadadagdagan na po ang
In
mga
the time
black
of,
belts
ano,
sa
no?
Philippines.
Pandemic.
It's very refreshing. It's,
Oo.
diba?
Which only means na guys, wala na kayong excuse mag-DKU or mag-follow ng mga
Yes.
fake people. Okay? Sa dami ng black belts sa Pilipinas. May question pala ako before we move
having
on.
a lot of black belts is a beautiful thing. Diba?
Yes.
Sobrang
Yes.
sobrang
Lalo na sa provinces,
ganda niyan. It's
my
good
lord.
for the community. It's good at, diba? Especially now we have the PMAF, and then we have the UWW, and
Mhm.
then there are so many other fight promotions that are popping up, and they're
Mhm.
nagtutuloy-tuloy na, di ba? Combat sports is making a lot of what do you call this? Events para
Mhm.
makabawi, just to provide entertainment, 'di ba? And then ayan din pala. Yes, thank
Mm.
you Ivan Lord Regudo. 30 Nabong. I saw this. Pala. 30 Nabong, Coach 30 Nabong, brown belt. Of course, our
Ay,
favorite Mr.
Oops.
Anitoshi. Anitoshi,
yeah.
look him up on Facebook and Instagram. Pinag-usapan namin to kanina, Alain. 'Di ba?
Yeah, I
Pinag-usapan
guess we
namin to si
can,
DKU
say that it
ay
really isn't efficient, basing on his performance dun sa fight. So yeah. I
yung
mean,
mukha ni JC. Parang,
That's a fucking understatement, man.
yeah, yeah. Yung mga
baka
tipo,
bigla
I
tayo
am not
dito, pero
impressed.
we're just telling the truth,
I am not
If it was
impressed with his
effective, he would have
performance.
done
I'm not impressed by your
well.
performance. Wait. Before we move on, I have a question because I really enjoyed Clay Guida's fight against Leonardo Santos. What did you guys think of this guy particularly turning back the clock na parang, kala ko mamamatay na naman siya.
Alam ko, feeling ko talaga maganda yung
Ay.
ginagawa ni Clay Guida. Yung nag-isolate siya, di ba?
Oo.
Parang during fight
Mag-isa
camp,
lang siya.
umaalis siya sa shoot. Parang he goes on his camper, drives wherever, nawawala siya. Pagbalik, parang,
Parang,
ang galing niya.
ang laki na naman niya, di ba?
Siya,
He looks really
It's
good
like
for
a
his
better
age. He's
version of Cowboy
39.
Cerrone.
Oo, yan. Oo, better
Oo,
version.
it's
I think
fit.
so.
Fit,
I have a
cardio
theory.
machine.
May theory ako kasi nagsasampalan
he
sila ng
has-
utol niya bago di ba?
Oo nga.
Bago So I'm like, baka naman yun yung
Tsaka
secret
feeling
sauce.
ko, pag nakita mo rin kasi yung breaks, yung he's medyo maganda yung pacing din nung nung mga laban niya na he will go all out pero he has enough time to recover. 'Di ba? Unlike Cowboy na parang minsan 2 months pa lang lumalaban na uli, 'di ba?
Actually,
True.
at his age, di ba? Weird.
Grabe, no? I mean, considering yung career ni Clay Guida na he's fought everyone
Tagal na.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Sa tagal niya na
Tagal
sa
na.
UFC. Yung iba kasama
Do you
niya,
remember,
iba-ibang-
JC, yung laban niya versus Diego Sanchez? That
Grabe
was
yun.
awesome.
Oo. Parang no? Yung record niya, it's the record of a journeyman, pero you can never count Clay Guida out no? Whatever happens.
Tama si DC nung in-interview niya afterwards. Yung tipo kasi wrestlers mindset at saka wrestling base ni Clay. Parang they talk about breaking your opponent. Parang ganun yung nangyari. Hindi na finish ni Leonardo Santos si Clay. I was like, okay. I'm gonna come back and just keep on grinding until, wow! Napagod.
Grabe, no?
Napagod si
Oo.
Leonardo Santos.
Parang I guess, part yung ng usual game plan ni Clay Guida yun. Kasi, parang hindi mo malaman, parang siya zombie sa karamihan ng laban niya. Diba?
Oo.
Basta siya ng
Yun.
bato ng,
Basta
ng
dire-diretso.
strikes niya. Basta dire-diretso siya. Parang siyang Energizer Bunny din minsan.
Kakain akong strikes. Wala akong pakailan
Oo.
hanggang ma-wrestling kita. I-wrestlingin lang.
It's really how tough Clay is compared to,
Yeah.
other fighters.
Yeah. Itong kay Fiziv, JC, napansin ko lang kasi, di ba, tiga-Tiger to dati. Or tiga-Tiger pa ata siya hanggang ngayon. Yung output kasi niya, ang laki ng difference ngayon. Considering kalaban niya si Brad Riddell na tiga City Kickboxing, di ba? So, mas technical ko, no? Pero mahilig din, nakipagbakbakan. What do you think was like the difference there? Ngayon, like, may spinning wheel kick. Wow, finish.
Actually, interesting dito. He has moved from Tiger to Phuket. Now he's apparently with Sanford MMA.
Oh.
Kaya pala.
Oh.
Kaya pala.
So everybody's
Kaya pala may
leaving
improvement.
Tiger. Tama ba?
Oo nga, no? Parang
basically. Balis na
Sino pa ba
Hitmans.
natitira sa Tiger Muay Thai ngayon? Si Piotr yan.
Kaibigan
sa Tiger
natin,
pa rin naman.
yung founder, si Piwat.
Oo. Si Valentina nandun pa nga ba? I think so.
That's a good point. Yeah, baka nandun pa sila.
Pero
That's good though. I really enjoyed that fight.
Ano rin no? These fighters really are looking for at least naiisip na nila na if they're not, if they think that they're not growing dun sa current environment nila, they need to look for gyms, need to look for other places where they can, possibly have more stuff in their arsenal. Kasi, I mean, lalo na, it's loyalty is one thing, pero, what's loyalty kung it's not, parang two-way, it goes both ways dapat. I mean, hindi na pwedeng puro yung loyalty na lang, especially with the fighters and their teams. Kung ano yun, hindi ka pa kakainin, I mean, pagdating sa fight game,
can get bigger purses afterwards.
Yeah. Hindi makakatulong na sa same team ka pa for so many years tapos hindi ka naman nananalo or you barely win your fights.
I think this is the most drop-offs that we've had in a show. So now that Coach Franco is back.
And wala pa siyang audio.
Audio.
Mainit na ulo ni Coach Franco because of the technical problems.
Yan, yung mga susunod na presidente po, yan. Wala tuloy audio, kita nyo. Sabi nila kasi, nag-offer kasi sila nung isang araw na parang additional payment, parang 200, 300 pesos para raw mas mataas na signal. Sabi ko, okay, pero yung service nyo nga ngayon, hindi nyo pa rin ma-achieve yung pinramis nyo sa akin before So gusto nyo magbayad ako ng additional para sa ganyan na naman. Tapos biglang tumahimik yung tao. Sabi ko, di ba?
Ano to? PLDT ba to? PLDT?
Globe ako. Kaya Globe, baka naman.
Globe, man. Literally, fuck Globe.
Di ba? Globe naman. Huwag naman ganon. So yung mga susunod po na presidente, baka naman, di ba? Tignan natin kung talagang matapang kayo, brasuhin nyo tong it's either na ang tawag dito, mas maganda siguro, tignan natin kung kaya nyo magpasok ng maraming internet providers dito. Maglabo-labo sila sa presyo ngayon, di ba? Ayan. Tama si Coach Gabay. Kaya na pa ako nagmumura dito. Naaway ko na yung internet ko. Di ba? Alam ni Coach Gabay yan. Tapos, now, when it comes to boxing has been everywhere. As in, ang daming boxing events na nangyari ngayon. Okay? There's so many things that happened. So, we had the Barriga fight. We had, sayang hindi matutuloy yung yung Jonas Sultan. Sino ba yun?
Yung Jerwin Ancahas versus
Ancahas versus Ayoka.
Unification sana yun. Pang sayang, niya na. Pang unified champ sana na run ni Jerwin Ancahas after being sidelined for a long time kasi nga with the whole issue with top ranking and yung situation ngayon with COVID.
Diba?
Sayang.
Because of COVID restrictions in Japan, wala. Postponed. So, sayang yon. And then, Terence Crawford beat Sean Porter. And then, kanina, Devin Haney beat
that was yesterday. Devin Haney versus Joseph
Devin
Diaz.
Haney beat Jojo Diaz.
Yeah.
Diba? Devin Haney knew that he was longer. He knew that he was better in terms of boxing. Devin Haney knew that he was a better boxer. And he could, as long as he keeps Jojo Diaz at bay, although Jojo Diaz naman had his moments of brilliance.
Yeah.
Medyo there were times that he was able to land
Nahuhuli ka eh. Yeah.
that left straight, 'di ba? He wanted to take the fight in the corners against the ropes. He wanted to be a little bit dirty and he was able to achieve that. Yun yung medyo na ano ni Jojo Diaz. However, wala, Devin Haney na lang talaga is just more technical
Yeah.
and kumbaga as a person who knew how to box, he did enough to defend his belt.
Yes.
So he has the WBC belt and the rest of the
Yep.
belts are with George
George
Cambosos.
Cambosos Jr. Yeah.
So JC, do you think that that is the fight that makes sense now?
Um, that was the fight to make nung hawak pa ni Teofimo Lopez Jr. yung belts. Pero now that it's with George Cambosos, I think, sana, tulad na sinabi ko sa GC natin, sana wala nang umepal ng mga mandatories. This is the fight to make sa lightweight division. Yung for the undisputed lightweight championship. And then we'll see what's next, whoever wins.
Pero ang ganda nun, no?
Oo.
Tsaka it's been a good year for Australia in terms of combat sports.
Yeah.
So you got Cambosos who has 3 belts. They got Volkanovski,
Yeah.
di ba?
Oh,
then-
yeah.
And then over there in New Zealand, they got Izzy. Di ba? So medyo maganda. Medyo maganda yung
Sino
trajectory.
pa? Si Jazzy Parr won an intercontinental title. Daughter ni
Anak ni
legend, John Wayne Parr.
John
John
Wayne
Wayne.
Parr.
Tatay.
Mm.
I think she won a title in
Ano sa
boxing.
tatay? Boxing ba yun?
Was it boxing or kickboxing?
No, I think you're right. I think I saw this. Parang nanalo siya ng Muay Thai parang couple years ago. Tapos ngayon nanalo siya ng boxing championship.
Diba? And then,
Grabe,
of
no?
course, we will never, of course, we are going to use this platform in this show to give our heartfelt support and love to our family and the Muay Thai Association of the
Oh, yeah.
Philippines.
Yes.
Okay? Some of them are, 3 of them. I think we have 3, we have
least
3
three,
participants in the IFMA World Championships in Bangkok, Thailand. If you go on YouTube or on Facebook, parang ilalive
Ilalive
stream
ng
ata
IFMA.
nila yon. So please
May
go check them out.
3 rings yata doon na may mga simultaneous events.
Simultaneous. Okay.
Yeah, parang yung fights will happen from December 3 to December 12 yung whole event. So
It's gonna be a long ass event. Now please
Good
go
luck,
watch
guys.
high level Muay Thai. It's
Yes.
the IFMA World Championships. Our family in the Muay Thai Association of the Philippines or MAP. Please go check them out on Facebook and on Instagram. Of course, suporta din po kami para sa aming chairwoman, si Chairwoman Jelly Bulaong at ang kanyang pagtutuloy sa public service sa kanyang mga kababayan dyan sa Bulacan.
Yes.
And,
ano nga ba
we
yung
have-
ano niya? What is she gunning for?
Counselor.
Konsehal.
Konsehal.
Good
Tapos,
luck, Coach
ano rin po
Jelly.
tayo mga kaibigan, yan, yung mga, ano rin natin, pagsuporta natin sa mga ating mga local na atleta.
Oh, yeah. Did you
Kasama
guys
rin
go
po
to
dyan
UKC?
yung mga events locally. So, major shout out to East Side Fighting Championship. O, hindi, ano ba?
Yes.
ESC East Side Fighting Challenge or
ESC
Challenge. Ayan.
Challenge.
They
Yes.
mounted a very successful event.
grabe yun.
Very successful event. Ang ganda ng mga laban. Okay?
Mhm.
You can watch all of the fights, okay, at Facebook page The Sports Bin. Okay, that is owned by our
Shout out
very good
to
friend
Bin
Bin
Cuevas.
Cuevas. Yan.
Yes.
So the Sports Bin, all the fights are at the Sports Bin. JC, how was the experience being there cage side? Okay, cage side watching all of those highlight reel finishes.
It was so surreal. Nag-uusap-usap nga kami doon ng mga ibang nanonood. Na ang biroan namin, parang may lakad tong mga fighters na to. Karamihan ng laban, first or second round, isa lang ang laban na tumagal ng all 3 rounds.
Talaga? Hungry
Either knockout or submission yung ending ng mga laban. Yung main event pa ang tumagal ng 3 rounds.
And yung mga tumagal ng 3 rounds, action-packed din. Sobrang ganda rin ng mga laban. Diba?
Yes.
Of course, this edition of ESFC was brought to you by High Rollers.
Yes.
High Rollers. Ito yun naman.
Oh,
Pareho kaming
yes.
naka-High Rollers ni JC. Kasi nga po, mga kaibigan, ang sarap niya sa balat.
I'm out of
Okay.
place.
Oo, ang
You need
sarap
to
niya sa
forget
balat.
about
Okay,
your
we're gonna hook up Tito Carl with We're
Yes.
gonna hook up Tito Carl with
Yes,
some High
please.
Rollers lifestyle. So again, thank you so much ESFC. Thank you to Jim Core, Tai. Thank you to High Rollers lifestyle, and a lot of finishes, a lot of high-level MMA.
Very
And
impressive
considering medyo
fights, ano?
amateur MMA pa lang to,
Yeah.
'di ba? A lot of
Pro,
participating
ito ba yung
gyms.
pro-am?
Oo, pro-am siya.
I think
So
so.
this is a
Pro-am
good
siya. They used modified
IMAF rules
PMAF
yan.
rules.
IMAF. Okay.
Oo.
So sinasanay na namin yung mga fighters ng IMAF rules so that when they compete sa IMAF na international or like any kasi eventually some international promotions are already adapting the IMAF rule set and then they graduate to most of the IMAF cadets sa UFC na pupunta UFC, Bellator, PFL. Yan yung mga napupuntahan nila.
Brave is using the IMAF rule set na yan.
Brave
Diba?
is using, okay,
Brave
Brave
is
FC.
using?
Lalaban dyan, headline
Speaking
dyan
of-
si Rolando Gabriel D. He will headline an event this December. I forgot the name of his opponent. Basta Serbian yung kalaban niya.
Yeah,
And
sa hometown
most of his
ko na-
boys
ano ko
have performed really, really well
Mm.
in the UWW grappling tournament, the PMAF tournaments. Maganda yung maganda yung performance nila doon so far. So now, so he's guided his students to victories. Now it's his turn to climb up the cage of Brave. And
December 18.
December 18 ba yun?
Mm.
So ano yan? Something that we are going to look forward to. What else? Ano ba? Did we miss any international boxing na ano?
Yeah, yung kaninang umaga, yung kay Gervonta Davis versus
yung kay Gervonta
Isaac
Davis
Cruz.
tsaka kay Cruz.
Yeah.
Parang
yeah.
parang Gervonta kinda, I don't know, but he probably gave his best shot kay Cruz, pero Isaac Cruz ba? Tama ba? Isaac
Yeah,
Cruz?
Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
Ayun,
Yes.
so he probably gave his best shot kay Isaac Cruz in the middle rounds. Tapos parang nakita lang niya parang hindi natitibag si Isaac Cruz Kasi medyo nahirapan siya dun In fairness to Isaac Cruz
actually, ma-clinch din kasi si Cruz and I guess since yung formula na ginagamit ni Davis most of the time is yung Mayweather formula Yung
he did enough. He did enough to get the job done. But people gravitated towards Gervonta kasi he had knockout power. And he wasn't afraid to pull the trigger. Pagdating dito, Isaac Cruz was just really tough. You know, when he wanted to fight dirt, he wanted to make it a little bit dirty. He wanted it to be a slugfest. Medyo he could push. Diba?
Yeah.
He could push Gervonta to the corner. Again, he made him fight against the ropes. Buti na lang din maganda yung footwork ni Gervonta Davis. Guys, how did you find the Gervonta Davis versus Isaac Cruz fight? Diba? Let us know in the comment section. Diba pag-usapan natin? Let us know what you think. Kasi parang does this affect the hype train behind Gervonta na parang kasi the last fight was a good knockout win. Tapos ito, okay sana kung unanimous decision na convincing Pero ito, parang parang hindi
More
diba, there are
on
a lot of close
probably
fights in boxing ngayon.
Majority decision or split decision to pwede.
Actually, baka nga
Unanimous
pwede ko pa
decision.
ibigay na split decision kasi medyo dikit talaga minsan nga hindi ko na alam paano ba ginajudge yung box? Ano bang pinapanood minsan ng mga judges, di ba? Kasi para mag-unanimous ka dyan, parang,
Who did more during that round?
or it really depends on the
usually.
emphasis din, di ba?
Yeah.
The emphasis. Do you
Kada judge,
score
iba yung priority kasi minsan aggressiveness yung isa. Yung isa,
effective counter-punching, di ba? Defensive
counter-punching.
boxing,
Yeah.
di ba?
So, mahirap Hindi.
Tapos
we'd have to
what type of punches do actually score points? I think
Mhm.
we're gonna look for a judge. Okay? We're gonna look for a
Yeah.
boxing judge to explain these things to
Kasi
us. Para
even the
medyo,
audience, yung mga iba nanonood, usually ang tinitingnan basta tumama, basta akala nila tumama, score na para sa kanila yon. Pero hindi. I mean, did it really land? Kasi kamukha ng mga moments dun sa fight where Davis was cornered. May mga moments na Cruz would throw flurry of punches, pero sa dami nung binato niya, isa, dalawa lang yung tumama. Then makakaalis sa pagka-corner si Davis, babato ng suntok, may papasok, maka-counter punch naman ni Cruz. May mga ganun na moments sa fight eh. So, talagang dikit siya. I mean,
tsaka how do you score it? Yun yung
yun nga,
ano ko
yun ang
talaga
pinakamahirap eh. I
lagi. Na
mean,
parang, lalo na yung mga sobrang dikit na laban. And then, magugulat ka. You really thought na it was that close. Tapos bigla marinig mo yung scorecards. Parang ang lalayo. Yun yung na parang, ha?
Are these the same guys who scored the DKU and
Oh,
Bradley
yeah.
Scott fight?
Diba? Yan,
Ay.
that was one of the highlights of my week. Diba? Medyo yan yung highlight. Yung DKU na yan. Sabi ko, pero props to him
Absurd
na pumayag siya.
Yeah,
Diba? Props to him
actually,
pumayag siya. Pero tignan natin ngayon kasi yun nga eh. Ayan, eto po. Thank you for watching Maharlika Mahal Kita podcast. It had it 8-4 for Cruz, but it was close and competitive. See? Diba? 8-4 for for Isaac Cruz. And it was a very, very close fight.
yes.
And thank you Maharlika for watching during the Saturday event. Yan, sinamahan kami niya ng mga 7 oras. Grabe. Grabe yung event.
And how was the Saturday event?
Yeah.
Okay,
Kamusta nga pa rin UKC?
So
Only
last
watched
Saturday,
Okay, so Southbox, di ba?
last Saturday I had the pleasure of covering the second na pala to, the Ultimate Knockout Challenge professional fight card. So the UKC started as an amateur event by the Elordes. So it started off mga Elorde versus Elorde. Parang parang in-house siya. Inter-gym. Then eventually, word of mouth popularity lang talaga to. It's one of those things wherein that's where we really know that we are a boxing culture here in the country. Lumaki siya. Word of mouth every year. It grew steadily until it reached a point wherein isang buong araw na siya. Tapos from isang buong araw, isang buong weekend. From isang buong weekend, naging 2 weekends na siya. Ganon katindi.
Ganon karami yung competitors na gusto kong sumali.
Sobrang dami nagsa-sign up. Ang saya ng event na yan. So, it gave birth to UKC Pro, Ultimate Knockout Challenge Pro. So, all the professional fighters fought in here. So, last Saturday was the 2nd edition. Thank you so much to VSP Promotions, Elorde Boxing, Ate Kukoy Elorde. Ate Kukoy Elorde just makes everything happen. I mean, she is the brains and the operations behind Ronin Crew Ronin. I mean, he's the man. He's the man with the mission.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Diba? To promote our local fighters. They work really, really hard to make events happen. It's not just for the audience. It's for the boxers, the coaches, the gyms. Diba? Mahirap magpa-event, pero they're making it happen together with VSP Promotions under Robert Hill. So, it was 12 or 13 fights.
Dami, no?
Kaya ubus laway ako noon. Buti na lang kasama ko si PH Boxing Corner. And syempre, to talk about local boxing, syempre, kailangan meron tutulong sa atin. And it's no other than our very own Kuya Jerry Peñalosa.
Yeah.
Sir, Kuya Jerry, thank you for...
Good evening sa lahat. Ng karagalan, of course. Kumusta na?
Sakto lang yung pinag-uusapan namin topic ngayon. Local boxing po, local boxing.
Wow.
May tanong kami Kuya Jerry.
Akala ko turuan mo ako mag-MMA.
Hindi, gawin natin yan. Malapit lang dito yung gym mo sa bahay namin. Kita-kits tayo dyan. Pwede yan, Kuya Jerry. Diba?
Good evening sa lahat.
Kuya Jerry, medyo mahirap. Ang hirap para sa amin to eh. Saka, singit ko lang to. Ito yung kasama ko mag-anchor nung Saturday. PH
Teka
Boxing
muna, Franco, clear
Corner.
ba ako? Franco, clear ako?
Yes, yes,
clear
Kuya
ako po.
Jerry.
Ano niya, give me 1 minute. Ano niya?
Go. Sige. Kasama ko pala kasama ko nag-anchor yan, si John Yambao. Thank you so much, everyone. Follow PH Boxing Corner. I am going to mag-upload ako ng mga individual fights during the UKC. Pero yan yung kasama ko na nag-anchor. Ayan, Maharlika. Let's go, champ. Jerry. Ayan, Kuya Jerry. Okay ba yung audio namin sa'yo, Kuya
Franco
Jerry?
Rulloda, one of my idol.
Nice.
Ikaw ang pinaka-idol
Oo.
namin, Kuya Jerry. Okay,
Yan.
Kuya Jerry, ito yung medyo hirap kaming sagutin eh. Kasi Pinoy versus Pinoy eh.
So,
Donaire versus
ibig sabihin,
Gabalio.
pahirapan mo ako ngayon?
Ikaw yung expert eh. Kaya,
Para,
gusto na,
doon ako, kayong tatlo, bugbugin niyo ako ngayon eh.
Hindi naman. Wag Kuya Jerry. Magpapaturo kami sa inyo. Papaturo kami sa iyo. Ang ano
Hindi.
namin kasi ngayon is paano tong Donaire Gabalio? Ang hirap eh. Ako personally hirap ako sa mga ganyan kasi Pinoy versus Pinoy ang hirap tawagin yan eh. Pero ikaw from ikaw based on your experience tsaka the way na nakikita mo yung laban na to, anong assessment mo Kuya Jerry dun sa laban na yan? This is gonna happen on December 11, di ba?
Let's put this way. Donaire is 13 years old, di ba? Gabalio, 25, 26.
No, bata
Bata
si
pa.
Gabalio.
So, of course, ang experience kay Donaire, di ba?
Mm.
Napakaraming laban.
Mhm.
Pero, hungry, of course, Gabalio. Kasi, alam natin, hindi pa nag-champion eh. Gusto pa punta pa lang doon.
Mhm.
But, if i-base natin sa last fight nila, ang ganda na pagkita ni Donaire, parang hindi 39 years old, di ba?
Mhm.
Kita natin, ang galing pa na eh. Tiwa, 38 ba to? 39?
Oo
Parang, wala
Parang biglang
sin.
bumata ulit eh.
Sobra. Kasi before fight Inoue, parang marami na nagsabi natin narinig na medyo edad na nga. Yun, marami na narinig na baka on the way na, pababa. Pero nung lumaban kay Inoue, before kay Ubali, ang ganda ng pinakita. Imagine, Inoue yun, monster yun. If not pound for pound, for sure, top 5 yun sa buong mundo.
Mhm.
So, binigyan niya ng magandang laban. Ang pagkaalam ko, before final bell ng 12 rounds, even yung score. Imagine. So, that means, talagang napakagaling pa rin. So, although natalo siya, pero ang ganda na pinakita. So, talagang kumahanga ako kay Donaire yung lumaban kay Inoue. And then, ang kasunod, Ubali, championship, WBC. Pagka yung champion na undefeated, parang easy fight na sa kanya.
Oo.
Parang mismatch. Parang wala akong nakitang napalaro ng round yung reigning champion that time, si Ubali. Hanggang 3 round lang yata. Parang wala talagang
Paumbos eh.
hindi ko alam kung natamaan ba si Donaire doon. So as in napakaganda. This sa last 2 fights ni Donaire, ang galing pa rin. But
Pero-
mahirap labanan yung Gabalio sa case ngayon. Gutom eh. Parang parang sinasabi yung laban kanina yung si Pitbull,
Mhm.
Oo.
'di ba? Parang parang kakainin si Davis. Same thing ni Gabalio, expect natin talagang yun. Magipagpalitan yun ng suntok. Talagang bahala, anong mangyari? Magipagpalitan ako ng mukha sa iyo. Sad kahit pareho tayong Pilipino. Pero paano naman ako mag-champion kung sunod na ako na sunod sa iyo? Pag bata pa tayo, yun ang dream natin na mabigyan ng break. Ito na yun. So pagkakataon ko na to, matupad yung pangarap ko na mag-champion. So mahirap labanan yung ganong klaseng boksingero. Gagawin lahat na para lang manalo. For sure talaga yun, pinaghandaan yun. Lahat lahat ng klaseng style sa ensayo, siguro may plan A yun, may plan B, may plan C yun sigurado. So, hindi mo mag-work yung first round or yung last round, for sure, in between round, may mga adjustment yun. Same thing naman din, alam natin, tricky yun di ba?
Oo.
Ang daming, ang daming style na one of the best, one of the,
The most technical boxer
fighter. Hindi lang sa Pilipinas, meron tayo buong mundo. Baga, naging fighter of the year, pangilang division. So, very intriguing, interesting na laban. It's sad lang nga, dahil Filipino against Filipino. Pero laban na dapat nating abangan. Di ko alam kung parang ayaw ko lang manood. Kasi parang Pilipinas.
Jerry. Yun nga parang...
Pero ang ganda ng laban.
Parang pagdating sa international, like for example, si Donaire. Donaire is the veteran. He's very savvy. He can adjust. Parang nung huling nag-usap tayo kay Jerry, lagi natin pinag-usapan yung abilidad ni Donaire mag-adjust. Pero ikaw na rin mismo nagsabi kanina, yun ang napapansin natin pag Pinoy versus Pinoy. Nawawala yung game plan. Nagpapalitan na ng mukha ngayon Di ba? So pagdating dun sa exchange na yun yung magiging interesting kung anong mangyayari.
Pero sa case ni Donaire, sa nakikita ko, tingin ko, hindi makipag-engage yun. Nakikita ko ayaw niya kasi nandun yung siyempre pag nag-inside fighting kayo, o nakipag-engage siya, so either way na yun. Baka ikaw makauna, ikaw maunahan. So, knowing Donaire, may pagkasigurista So, of course, mag-keep distance yun. Kasi, feeling niya, kaya niyang talunin by points or either way, by knockout. Baga, neutral ground naman. So, purpose yun magandang laban na dapat nating abangan.
Pero tingin nyo, Coach Jerry, sa ganitong klaseng mga laban, at saka sa panahon ngayon na sa wakas meron ng ganitong level na Pinoy versus Pinoy sa ganitong world level championship, gaano kalaking bagay siya for Pinoy boxing?
Of course, that means nandun na tayo sa taas. Nagkikita na yung nagkikita na yung parin Pilipino. Para nating Mexican, American na hindi na pwede magpili tayo kasi unless ayaw mo mag-champion. So, malaking it's a good sign na talagang well-known na tayo. In demand tayo at saka world caliber tayo, nagkikita na sa taas. Imagine, champion at mandatory challenger number 1 para yung Pilipino. So, hawak natin at not only in WBC boxing body organization. Alam ko, halos hawak ng Pilipino yung bantamweight division. Meron tayong Casimiro.
Sa top 5 mga Pinoy, ba?
Oo, imagine. So, nakaka-proud dahil, yun nga, every time lumaban yung Pilipino, dala yung bandela. As Pilipino, I'm very proud and honor, lalo na pag sa actual fight or pinag-usapan Pilipino. Ang galing ng Pilipino. Imagine, Pilipino ako. So, very proud. That means nandun na tayo. All we have to do, i-maintain na lang. Dahil in demand na tayo known as mandirigma tayo Worth panoorin. Talagang world caliber. So, wala na. I-maintain lang natin. Na tayo, acknowledge na tayo sa buong mundo. Pag Pilipino, worth panoorin.
Kasi kung sino man ang manalo sa kanilang dalawa, malamang sa unification, either Pinoy versus Pinoy na naman or Pinoy versus Japan. Grabe.
Yun, tama yun.
Si Inoue.
Oo.
Si Inoue ang target
parang
ng
si
lahat
Inoue
yan,
yung final boss, parang gano'n.
Yung nga siya ang siya ang in demand, siya ang siya sabing monster nga Siya yung and I strongly believe, I think is one of the best. Is like Pacquiao in Japan. So, talagang complete fighter. Isa ako sa tagahanga ni Inoue. Talagang kompleto. Magaling magipag-engage, magaling lumaban ng distance, matibay, ang lakas, determinado pa rin kahit pang ilang division yun. So, isa ako sa mga taganga ni Inoue, kaya monster talaga. Isa ako.
Monster na monster
Pero,
talaga.
tingin ko, Pilipino lang magbugbog nun.
Totoo. Actually ako rin, feeling ko Pilipino kayang bumugbog. Kasi hindi tayo hindi takot sa kanya eh.
Well, of
Hindi-
course, especially yung mga like si Casimiro, baga feeling ni Casimiro, nating tulos ako sa'yo.
Oo.
Makipagsabayan ako sa'yo. Baga everything to gain. Imagine, ano yan, Inoue yan eh.
Siya pa yung
Italo
nagko-call
yan.
out, di ba? Siya pa yung
Parang,
nagko-call
oo
out.
nga eh.
Parang
Parang,
3 taon niya na kino-call out si
Tapang isang
Inoue
taon
eh.
yung kino-call out eh. Wala na nangyayari eh.
natatawa nga ako eh. Kasi parang kahapon yata, nakita ko yung may sinabi siya, ungas, ano yun, angas ng Pinas, pero pusong, ano yun, wagas.
Pusong wagas.
Pero,
Yan.
pero nakakatawa, I'm very proud dahil kahit paano, si Casimiro talagang nagiging main event in a matter of how many fights sa US. Main event kagad. That means, talagang acknowledge nila yung, although may ibang Pilipino hindi pa accepted yung trust talk ni Casimiro. Pero nakita ko, parang binibinta lang yung sarili niya, parang Mayweather. So, 50% siguro, ayaw niya, yung 50%, baga gusto siya. So, I think, hina-hype lang yung laban niya or binibinta yung sarili niya. Nag-work sa kanya kasi imagine nga, like sinabi ko, nagiging main event at medyo palaki ng premium. Nakikita ko pag lumaban kay Inoue yun, maliit na mga 500,000 US dollars. In peso yun is 25 million. Saan mo yun hanapin? Pwede ng kanya pang retirement money.
Oo.
Basta hindi siya magastos, di ba? Basta
Yes, of course.
manage ng
Yes,
pera
yes.
niya.
And then what if?
Magaling sa negosyo si Casimiro. Marami siyang investments na so far.
Yes, I think. And what if? Ito pa. What if manalo? Or not if, win. Wanalo, for sure. For sure si Uncle Bob gusto ng rematch kaagad.
Siyempre.
Siya na yung alam natin si Uncle Bob, tricky din yun eh. Magaling mag-hype. As in, magaling magbenta ng event. So, di natin alam, baka milyon ang sunod na laban. So, kung sino man, kung hindi man Casimiro, baka Donaire or sino ba, Gabalio, or sino ba, baka Sultan. Pero at least malaking kikitain pag Inoue ang kalaban. Kaya lahat gustong labanan si Inoue. Baka siya yung, oy, tika mo na, kukunan kita ng
Top of the mountain. Ayan
Tama,
pa, Jerry,
tama.
yung mga fans mo. Ayan, si Ralph Frondosa, naalala raw niya yung laban mo with Young Juchu. Classic daw na durugan ng bodega.
Nakatikim ako noon. Thank you Ralph. Nakatikim din ako noon. Baga, alam ko, dumilim yung paningin ko. Pero, nung alam ko, parang nakita ko yung naka-white white shirt yung referee na pala yun.
Wow. Grabe.
Pero yun nga, like sinabi ko, gutom tayo kasi yun, baga career advancement pag manalo tayo for sure. Mas malaking next fight. Pinanganak tayong mahirap eh. Kaya paano gusto natin makabangon sa kahirapan. So talagang lahat nga ay gusto natin gawin. Kasi baga sa sinasabi mga joke nga sa mga boksingero na baga nakahain na ng mainit na tubig. Yung ilalagay niya lang sa yung ulam or rice ang ilalagay. So yun ang mga kids. Pag yung mga case, mga boksingero, siyempre, out of poverty, gusto nating, baga, way of, baga, gusto namin magkaahon sa kahirapan. Ito na yun, baga, career advancement. So, lahat, kaya mahirap labanan yung mga taong gutom, dahil, or boksingero gutom, gagawin anong man, pwedeng gawin para manalo.
Ayan, may question tayo from Maharlika Mahal Kita Podcast. Sir Jerry, sa tingin mo, paano ba tatalunin si Inoue? What are Casimiro's keys to victory? Kung maglalaban sila or when maglalaban sila ni Inoue?
I think the only way na manalo si Casimiro is makipagsabayan siya. And I think alam nila yun mga corner nila. Kasi if let's say, kung nakatayo lang siya, tingin ko paglaruan siya ni Inoue. So kailangan niya makipag-engage. Kung mali natin, kung nagipagsabayan siya, kung siya makauna, kasi alam natin Casimiro, malakas matapang So, matibay naman siya. Eh, kung siya makauna, eh, may lakas eh. Tulog si Inoue, good for him. Kung siya naman yung maunahan, eh, sorry, eh, boxing yan eh.
Oo.
Baga,
Oo.
Bigat din
ano
ang kamay
yun,
ni
kam-
Inoue talaga eh.
oo, yun, ano yun, as a very, scientific pa, hindi lang malakas, talagang very, methodical pag naglaro. Kaya like sinabi ko, isa ko sa mga taga-angay Inoue. Isad lang nga,
Kaya
dahil
nga eh.
gusto na siyang talunin dahil gusto natin Pilipino manalo eh.
Gusto Pilipino manalo para sa atin yung division na yon.
Mm.
Dapat nga rin Kuya Jerry to si Tito Carl, ano'y namin eh. Dapat kikidnapin namin to, dadali namin sa mga local na boxing events eh. Di ba? Speaking of local
Tama.
boxing events, we just concluded the Ultimate Knockout Challenge over the weekend. So, yung iba, ito yung medyo...
Oh, nanood ako Ultimate
Oh, thank
Knockout
you.
Challenge.
Oy!
Nanood ako.
Thank you,
Ang
Kuya
galing,
Jerry.
galing.
Thank you. Eh, alam mo
Galing.
ba
At saka,
kami,
clear yung, ano ba yun? Ano ba
coverage.
sikreto yun? Oh, yung coverage
Ano yan?
ang clear
Ang
eh.
sikreto po namin yung powers po ni Ate Kukoy Elorde. Si Ate Kukoy talagang inayos niya lahat. Kailangan organized, kailangan maganda yung pagkaka-present nung event kasi it's for local boxing. So,
Hindi ko nga alam eh, kasi parehong maganda eh.
Oo, maganda yung gamit nila doon. Ano, Kuya Jerry, ganda ng production niya. Ganda ng production.
Maganda.
Kami
As
ni
in
John,
clear.
kami ni John yung dumadaldal para ibigay yung kwento ng event. So base doon sa nakita mo, Kuya Jerry, let's get to yung main card. Like for example, there are so many up and comers na maganda yung talent. Yeah, sila Ladrada, si John Estrada, 'di ba? The VSP promoter guys. Now when it comes to local boxing, yung rise ng mga young aspirants. Like for example, let's go to Jerry Pence promotion. Si Pit Laurente, maganda rin yung outing niya sa Cebu the last time na lumaban siya doon, 'di ba?
Yes.
Body shot, binudega niya, tulog. Ay, hindi man tulog, parang bumagsak, 'di ba? Maganda yung trajectory niya eh. So, as someone who looks at boxing talent, when you see someone like a Christian Pit Laurente, tapos nung nag-usap din tayo, sabi mo, medyo okay tong batan to, basta focus siya. So ano ba yung dapat na gawin ng mga aspiring boxers para umangat sila sa career nila dito sa Pilipinas, then eventually or hopefully makapag-international? Nako.
Ako nawawala.
Narinig mo ba kami, Kuya Jerry? Narinig mo ba kami, Kuya Jerry? Can you hear us? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Ayan, hello?
Ayan.
Chappy.
Ayan, Chappy. Ayan, malinaw na Kuya Jerry?
Yan. Oh.
Yan. Sabi namin, kanina kasi, we're talking about like from a fighter from Jerry Pence promotion, si Pit Laurente. Di ba? Si Pit Laurente, yung huling laban niya sa Cebu, panalo siya. Nako, ayun na naman. Okay ba, Kuya Jerry? Narinig mo ba kami?
Chappy.
Nako! Globe, baka naman!
Hassle si Globe.
Internet
Pinapag-wrap up
providers,
na tayo,
baka
grabe.
naman!
Kung kailan kami may guest.
Kung kailan nandito si Kuya Jerry, biglang ngayon pa nasira yung signal. Ayan, okay ba?
Ayan.
Okay na kami, Kuya Jerry. Narinig mo ba kami?
Yan.
Okay.
Kita ko.
Yan, malinaw. Sana hindi na maputol.
Nakita
Ayan.
ko yung mga Bible ng boxing.
So pagkatapos nun, Kuya Jerry, like for example,
Yan.
yung huling Jerry Pence promotion sa Cebu, yung recently concluded, tapos nanalo si Pit Laurente doon, 'di ba? One of the young and talented boxers natin 'yan, 'di ba? So, ano yung mga nakikita mo pag nagsa-scout ka ng talent for local boxers? Nako. Bakit kaya ganun? Anong meron?
Yan.
Ayan. Parang ano,
Yan.
no? Parang nawawala si Kuya.
Wala
Ayan.
na tayo.
Nawawala. Nako, Kuya Jerry, alam mo, magreklamo tayo sa mga internet
Sinasabotahin na
provider.
tayo ng internet natin.
Sinasabotahin nila tayo. Sa totoo lang. Ayaw nila nagchichismisan tayo dito. Niloloko nila tayo. Like, sige, balik na lang tayo sa UKC, Kuya Jerry. Sino yung mga medyo maganda yung performance para sa'yo doon sa huling UKC? Kasi, let's go specifically doon sa laban ni Karl James Martin. Tinalo niya si Mark Anthony Heraldo. 'Di ba? Ano yung assessment mo doon sa laban na 'yon?
Malaki ang improvement niya, Karl James Martin. Just to be honest. Ang laki ng improvement niya. So yun nga, isa siguro dahil magaling niya yung kalaban. So, pinaghandaan talaga nila yon. So, believe ako sa game plan. Kasi hindi naman masabi natin talagang lahat ng round ako. May mga round na nakuha, to binawi ka agad sa next round. So, maganda yung game plan. So, maganda yung condition. Nag-last ng 12 rounds despite nga, baka karamihan ng kalaban niya bagsak, di ba? Hindi makatapos ng, I think first time yata naka 12 rounds yun. Ang galing ng conditioning, ang galing ng game plan ng ang coach at tatay niya. So, ang laki ng improvement. So, pinagandaan nila. So, wala akong masabi, nag-improve siya.
Yun nga, Kuya Jerry, parang ang dami ring bumabatikos masyado. Nagulat lang din ako kasi pinapanood din namin ni JC yung career ni Martin through the years Parang magtataka ka bakit may mga detractors na parang lagi hindi madali lang yung kalaban niya hindi bigay lang sa kanya yan pero totoo yun 'di ba? Ikaw mismo napapansin din namin every year nag-i-improve siya So for this fight, 'di ba? Everyone halos lahat ng tao sinabi hindi tatagal ng 12 rounds yan. Tapos ngayon, eto tumagal ng 12 rounds, nanalo pa. 'Di ba? So ano kaya yung sa tingin mo, Kuya Jerry, bakit ganun? Bakit merong doubt? 'Di ba? I mean, the guys, Martin is 17-0, ngayon 18-0 na siya. Tapos, 15 wins via way of knockout. So, saan ang gagaling yung doubt? Saan ang gagaling yung hindi pagkabilib ng mga tao sa kanya?
Cannot please everybody.
Ayun.
Meron talaga.
Totoo yan.
Meron talagang masabi. Pero at the same time naman, nakakatinig. Kahit paano, yun nga, dahil dun sa mga taong may nagsasalita ng gano'n, ikaw mismo nasa-challenge ka Like sa case ni Martin. Siyempre, kailangan niya pa-improve. Yung team niya, pinaghandaan nila. So, yun. Lalo talaga yung yung iba siguro baga nag-agree na nga may talent.
Yan, Carlo Adonis Ernesto
waiting
all
here.
the way from Albay. Thank you for watching. JC, do you have a question?
Yung diretso na natin dun sa main event kasi bukod kay Karl James Martin, kay Charlie Suarez din kung may question kasi bakit daw hanggang ngayon local boxers pa rin ang kinakalaban niya mostly. Sa tingin niyo po ba it's time na at least lumaban na si Charlie sa regional kasi medyo nagkakaedad na rin si Charlie. So I think sa Olympic experience niya and sa level ng boxing niya,
I think
he's gonna be very competitive sa abroad na.
I think Suarez is ready to fight for world title. Nakikita ko. First of all, experience na siya. Sanay sa mabigat na laban since amateur siya. And at the same time, may hindi na kabataan Alam ko para mga 30 old. So, turning to and I think ready. So, wala nang antayin pa. 'Di ba? So, I think it may chance. Kailangan yun. Pag lalaban ng world title, kailangan kukunin na yun. If not, kahit na regional, at least malapit na. I think hindi na siya pwede hanggang local lang. Walang mangyari, maabutan niya na ano. Baka maabutan siya sa edad. So kung mag-champion man siya ng mga 35 years old, baka ilang taon na lang din, hindi niya may enjoy yung pagka-champion niya. So ngayon pa lang, kailangan baga kailangan na sana yung break. Kasi kita ko ready siya, magaling siya, kompleto eh. Experience na siya, di mo sabi na baka mabigla. Kompleto, I'm ready for ang dapat bibigyan na siya ng break.
Karl, do you have a question?
Oh, I'm good, Coach Franco. I just wanted to thank Coach Jerry for gracing our podcast and being very patient with our technical difficulties tonight. Salamat.
Kasalanan po ni Globe.
Kaya huwag mo ko perapan ha.
Di na. Okay lang. Okay lang, Kuya Jerry.
Diba? Ako rin kasi nakita ko ang daming magagaling na local boxers talaga and very technical sila. And yung recent na UKC, that is a good proving grounds na maganda yung trajectory ng local boxing scene, 'di ba? Kuya Jerry. Meron ba kayong mga up and coming projects na gusto mong i-promote? Meron ba kayong
What are you
mga
doing
plano
right now,
muna?
Kuya?
Meron kayong mga plano na gusto i-promote dito sa amin ngayon?
Wanna be like UKC, vlogger ha? I have Jerry Peñalosa official.
Ay, oo.
Feeling
Everyone,
vlogger.
please subscribe. Yan. Subscribe tayo sa channel ni Kuya Jerry Peñalosa.
Sa YouTube po yan.
Lahat po ng nanonood, go to YouTube. Anong pangalan ng channel mo? Ako, Jerry Peñalosa.
Jerry
just type in
official.
Ayan,
Jerry Peñalosa official.
Yan.
Pero ano lang ako ha?
Subscribe to his channel.
Feeling vlogger. Feeling vlogger lang ako.
Ano, tuloy na yung
Hindi na
nakakaingit
feeling.
nga
Vlogger na
yung
talaga.
pinupuntahan nyo. Ang ganda nung tawag dito. Ang ganda nung pagkaka-execute ng mga video eh. Ako nga sabi ko, ang galing na to ah. Sabi ko, solid.
Hindi, ano lang yun?
Diba?
Dahil
Mga
dala ng
travel.
pandemic.
Hindi, di ba? At least, di ba? Nakikita na, yung mga tao nasa bahay, pag napanood yung vlog mo, parang nagpunta na rin sila dun. Kasi, di ba? Hindi nga makalabas eh. Hindi makatravel. Di ba?
Yung nga, ano yun, para matanggal yung stress.
Oo. Tapos ngayon, Kuya Jerry, bumabalik ang combat sports. Para sa iyo, ilang boxing matches yung nakita natin over the past 2 weeks. So, is this a good sign for boxing? Is this a good sign for combat sports na tuloy-tuloy yung events?
Not only boxing, nakita ko combat sports. Lahat yata, talagang sinasabi natin all in all, like for the love of the sports. So, talagang fanatic ang mga Pilipino sa sports. Talagang whatever happen, kahit pandemic pa yan, hindi mo kaming mapigilan. So, lahat gagawin. So, ang daming guidelines, sinusunod, hindi ganun kadali mag-promote ngayon na time. Walang TV, walang sponsor, walang audience, baga walang ticket sales. Kayang nagpag-promote yung mga promoter natin. Kaya ako sumasaludo sa mga gumagawa ng event or nag-organize ng event. Dahil ang hirap. Pero kaya natin. So that means, baga for the love of boxing, for the love of MMA, o sa lahat ng sports, basketball, lahat. So that means ang Pilipino talaga, sportsman. So,
Yun.
very thankful. Saka yung support ng mga Filipino fans, grabe. Magkipag-awayan, nagkikita.
Oo,
nagkipag-away
sa comment section. Nag-aaway sa comment section.
Grabe. Nag-aaway nga, pare Pilipino, hamas mo kung ibang bansa, inaaway nila. Kaya,
actually,
sobrang boxing fans, mga MMA fans, lahat, basketball fans, grabe. So, ganun ka fanatic, ganun ka crazy sa sports ang Pilipino. Hindi mo mapigilan. Pandemic man, no way, wala kaming pakialam sa iyo. So, very thankful sa lahat ng mga sports fans dahil anong event, anong sports, sinusuportahan nila. Talagang yung sigaw ng Pilipino nandun. So, malaking bagay yun as an athlete. Marinig mo yung sinasabi ng mga or nagsishare sa mga Pilipino, as in, napakalaking bagay. Sana hindi magsawa.
Yup, and we can end the show on that. Kuya Jerry,
Yes.
final words, kasi ang dami ring nagme-message sa amin, nagtatanong, lalo na pagka nagbo-broadcast kami. Yung iba, either aspiring fighters o kaya yung mga active fighters na medyo nawawalan ng loob or nawawalan ng gana. Coming from you na maraming pinagdaanan na hirap pero naging successful, ano yung pwede nating sabihin sa kanila or ano ba yung pwede nating i-message sa kanila para wag silang mawalan ng loob? Kasi sa akin lang tsaka dito sa show may mga nagme-message either gusto nilang maging boksingero or gusto nilang maging fighter pero hindi nila alam paano. Pero meron din na parang siguro dahil hindi alam paano mag-adjust or hindi nila alam paano i-handle yung pressure at yung hirap, pinag-iisipan na lang mag-quit na lang. So para sa inyo, para sa iyo Kuya Jerry na ilang beses na dumaan doon sa crossroads na yon, anong maipapayo mo sa kanila?
Paano po ba mag-persevere?
Once talagang you love the sport, wala makapagpigil sa iyo. Baga continue lang yung gusto mo. Of course, disiplina, lahat ng mga trials talagang harapin yan. Lahat naman mayroon talaga yan Hindi naman pwede na ibigay lang yung kagad-agad So may mga pagsubok talaga. Yung kakayanin yan. Kasi like you love the sport, di mo feel yung pagod, di mo feel yung ano man yun. Kailangan mong harapin. So tayo as boxer, as four-way boxer, as tayo, talagang nandito tayo kung ano yung pwede natin isuporta. As mga boksingero natin, huwag kayong madala kung ano yung meron. Pandemic tayo ngayon, like sa mga boxing fans or MMA fans or fans o basketball, lahat ng mga sports fans, talagang nandyan lagi sa mga atletang Pinoy. So, same thing ng mga atleta natin, wag mawala ng pag-asa kasi lahat pagsubok lang yan. Continue lang, ensayo pa rin, sakripisyo. At yung determinasyon, talagang hindi dapat kunin yun dahil yun noon tayo ang mga Pilipino as warrior. So, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kaya natin yun kasi mga Pilipino talagang mandirigma at inborn yung talent. So, of course, kunting dasal ng guidance. So
Ayan.
I'm very thankful sa UKC. Thank you again. Please support and subscribe. Jerry Peñalosa official.
Yes.
Mark, thank you very much. Jesse Reyes,
Yes, thank you
you.
so
Of course,
much. Thank you po.
Franco. Isang karangalan, kasama kayo ngayon. Sana hindi ito ang last.
Ay,
Ay,
nako
dito.
Kuya Jerry,
Yes.
lagi kayo
Oo,
welcome
naman.
dito.
Sa
Basta
December
usapang
12.
suntukan, game na game
Ay,
kami dito.
December
Sama
13
kayo.
siguro. Pwede ulit. Kasi, ano na yun? Ang tawag dito, may upcoming event, December 11, di ba? December 12 nga ba sa atin yun?
Oo.
Yung malaking card nila, Casimero. So, ang dami Pinoy na
Oo,
lalaban
tama.
doon.
Sige,
Oo, tama,
game kayo
oo.
doon, Kuya Jerry, after nung event. Pag ganito tayo uli. Pag-usapan natin
Baka-
yung mga main cards na yun.
Bogbog na naman ako.
Hindi naman po.
Di
Salamat
yan.
po, Coach Jerry. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Kuya
Thank you
Jerry.
again. Thank you. Tayo see you soon.
Everyone. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening wherever you are. We're
Special
live
guest.
on Facebook and on YouTube. Special guest, Kuya Jerry Peñalosa. Always welcome to the show. Please follow him on YouTube, Jerry Peñalosa Official. I am Coach Franco
Feeling vlogger
Says.
daw. Nakakatawa si
Oh,
Coach
maging
Jerry.
vlogger siya. Please follow JC Reyes and Karl De Mesa. Karl De Mesa, he is launching his book. We are very excited for it.
Soon,
Kailan na
yeah.
ba? Kailan na
Hopefully,
ba, Tito
hopefully.
Karl? Kailan na ba?
I know. Been working so hard kaya wala ako. Yeah.
Pero once it's released, we will show everyone, okay, the passion project ni Tito Karl De Mesa. We will distribute it and we will show you how beautiful the narrative of Philippine martial arts. Medyo nagkaroon kami ng konting snippet ng nung fight culture stories and it's
Yes.
really amazing.
Yes.
So, JC Reyes on TikTok.
Yes.
Si
Yes.
Tita Che, so meron din siyang TikTok, Swing for the
Swing for the
Fences.
fences, yes.
Ayan, and then
Ooh.
so please follow all the other local fighters who have social media outlets. Okay, so please follow them all, support them all, and we will see you next week for another episode of Combat Sports Weekly. Bye-bye.